As Leo ran, the colors of the rainbow seemed to intensify, drawing him closer to its radiant base. The air shimmered with an otherworldly glow, and a sweet, melodic hum filled his ears. He felt a tingle in his toes, a lightness in his heart, as if the rainbow itself was lifting him up. Finally, he reached the end of the rainbow, a place where the colors swirled and danced like living beings. And there they were, just as he had always imagined. His imaginary friends, waiting to greet him with open arms. There was Captain Calico, the pirate with a parrot on his shoulder, Princess Lily, with her crown of flowers and a smile as bright as the sun, and Professor Bumble, the wise old owl with spectacles perched on his beak. "Leo, you came!" Princess Lily exclaimed, her voice like tinkling bells. "We've been waiting for you," Captain Calico boomed. There his parrot squawking in agreement. Professor Bumble nodded sagely. "Welcome, young friend. To the land where imagination knows no bounds." Leo's heart swelled with joy. He had finally found them, of his dearest companions in this magical place. Without hesitation, he joined them, eager to embark on a grand adventure. They played tag among the clouds, their laughter echoing through the sky. Captain Calico chased after them, his wooden leg thumping against the fluffy ground. Princess Lily twirled and danced, scattering petals of rainbow flowers. Professor Bumble watched from above, offering words of encouragement and wisdom. Then, they played hide-and-seek amongst the shimmering waterfalls, their voices filled with glee and excitement. Leo hid behind a giant mushroom, giggling as Captain Calico searched high and low. Princess Lily blended in with the colorful flowers, almost invisible to the eye. Professor Bumble, with his keen eyesight, spotted them all with ease. The air was filled with laughter and fun, a symphony of joy that resonated throughout the magical land. Time seemed to stand still as they played, lost in the wonder and enchantment of their surroundings. But as the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the sky, Leo knew that it was time to go home. He gathered his friends for one last hug, his heart filled with gratitude. "Thank you," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "This was the best day ever!" His imaginary friends smiled, their eyes twinkling with affection. "We'll be here waiting for you, Leo," Princess Lily said. "Whenever you need us, just follow the rainbow." Captain Calico gave him a hearty pat on the back. "Hi, matey!" "And we'll have more adventures together soon." Professor Bumble nodded wisely. Imagination is a powerful thing, Leo. Never let it fade away. With a heavy heart, but a smile on his face, Leo waved goodbye. He turned and began his journey back home. Seeing the colors of the rainbow fading behind him. He knew that his wonderful friends would be waiting for him. I'm ready for more adventures after the next rain. walked, he clutched a small rainbow-colored flower. He's a memento of his magical day. He smiled, knowing that even though he was leaving the land of imagination, a part of it would always stay with him. The memory of laughter, friendship, and boundless possibility would forever be etched in his heart. And with each passing day, he eagerly anticipated the next rainfall, knowing that another rainbow and another adventure were just around the corner. Drawn by the rainbow's irresistible call, Leo's heart fluttered with anticipation. He couldn't wait to see what awaited him at its end. As Leo reached the end of the rainbow, a breathtaking sight unfolded before him. There, bathed in the radiant glow, stood his imaginary friends, waiting to greet him. They welcomed him with open arms. Giggles erupted as they launched into a game of tag, their laughter echoing. It bounced through the air like happy little bubbles. Leo ran faster than he ever thought he could, his friends right behind him. Hide and seek followed, with Leo and his friends darting behind trees and bushes. Their playful shouts filled the enchanted space. "I'm going to find you," Leo shouted, his voice full of glee. A chorus of giggles answered him. Time seemed to melt away like ice cream on a hot summer day as they reveled. They reveled in the joy of friendship and imagination. Leo felt like he could stay in this magical place forever. He and his friends were inseparable. They were the best of friends, and they were having the best day ever. They told each other jokes, and they laughed until their stomachs hurt. They made up silly songs, and they danced around in circles. They were so happy to be together. As the afternoon wore on, they lay on the grass and looked up at the clouds. "That one looks like a dragon," Leo exclaimed. "And that one looks like a giant ice cream cone," his friend replied, and they both burst out laughing. When the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the land, Leo knew. He knew it was time to bid farewell. The colors of the rainbow began to fade, and the magical light dimmed. With a heartfelt wave, he promised to return, his heart brimming with the memory. He was brimming with the memory of his magical rainbow adventure. "I'll see you all again soon," Leo shouted as he turned to go. His friends waved goodbye, their faces full of happiness. Leo knew that he would never forget this day. He knew he would always cherish the memory of his rainbow adventure. As he walked back home, he smiled to himself. He knew that even though the rainbow had disappeared, the magic would always be with him. He knew that as long as he had his imagination, anything was possible. He couldn't wait to tell his family all about his adventure. He knew they wouldn't believe him, but he didn't care. He knew that it was all real, and that's all that mattered. When he got home, he ran inside and told his mom and dad everything. They smiled and nodded, but he could tell they didn't believe him. "That's nice, Leo," his mom said. "But Rainbows aren't real. Leo just smiled. I know what I saw, he said. And that's all that matters. He went up to his room and looked out the window. The sky was dark, but he could still see the faint glow of the rainbow. He knew that it was still there, waiting for him to return. He closed his eyes and smiled. He couldn't wait for his next rainbow adventure. He drifted off to sleep, dreaming of rainbows and imaginary friends. He knew that he would always have a special place in his heart for the magical rainbow. He knew that it would always be there for him whenever he needed it. And he knew that as long as he had his imagination, anything was possible. He was so grateful for the rainbow and for his imaginary friends. He knew that they would always be there for him no matter what. He was the luckiest boy in the world. And he knew it. The end.